Yo, what's going on, guys? Evil here with another Breakpoint video. And today I wanted to show you a location where you can get your gear level up really fast. Now, this location is always going to give you some levels, depending on what level you are. For me, when I was about level 240, it always dropped items that were 2 level above mine, so I leveled up extremely fast. However, I discovered that on this location, as you can see, it's in Rocky Hill at the end of the map at the bottom here. So, however, once you reach about 243 somewhere, it only gives me 1 level higher. But like I said, guys, this is always going to give you a higher level drop. Now, we're not farming these loot crates because it's a level 250 base here, and the loot crates are not scaled upon that enemy level. So the loot crates at the bottom that you'll see in the camp are always going to be a few levels below yours. So yeah, you can do this 2 ways, this camp here, because basically there is a side mission for it, and when you scroll to your side missions, it's going to show you a level 250 plus side mission. Now you can rinse and repeat that side mission and replay it, which I did in the beginning. However, if you want to get some gear faster and efficient, I do not recommend repeating that side mission, because there is just way too many obstacles for you to actually get done before you can actually get to the camp, and then you need to extract the lady and so forth and so forth. So just make your way to the location I showed you in the beginning of the video, and all you need to do is basically kill all the ads in this camp. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to farm the NPCs in this camp. We're not going to farm the crates, we're just going to farm the NPCs. Now, this is a level 250, guys, so I'm not joking when I'm telling you I play on extreme. So I'm not sure if you put it on a lower difficulty if the loot actually affects depending on your difficulty of the game. I don't think it does, but yeah, I play the games, even Wildlands, even Breakpoint. I always play these games on extreme. So still in mind, guys, this is a 250, like I said. If the enemy spot you and they shoot you, you're dead. There is no running, there is no escaping, especially when the shotgunners come at you. It feels like you're playing a Division. The guy rushes you and he just one-shots you and it's game over. So the method I'm gonna show you is I always go into the front, take out the sniper, usually there is a guy underneath the sniper tower as well. I take out that guy as well, including the mortar guy I stabbed in a few seconds ago. And then I focus on the 3 flying drones. Once they are done, I usually go at the end of the beach, you will see in a second here, and I start picking the enemy off one by one. Now, if you're playing with a 4-man squad, or 2 or a 3, of course this is going to be a lot faster. I've played it with a friend of mine and it does go faster. However, I wanted to record this as a solo player, because not everybody plays with friends, or just in general don't like playing co-op and they just like to do solo stuff. So this is why I'm making this video as a solo player, to show you guys that you can still do it on your own. Like I said, you just have to be careful of basically don't get hit by the enemies and keep your distance. Now, as for a class, I played with the Panther version to escape faster. However, eventually I switched over to the sharpshooter one, just to basically kill the drones a little bit faster. There's also a big ass drone driving around, so that helps out a lot. So as you can see, I picked off the drones, and of course the enemy are going to look at that locations. So I just retreat to the beach, take my sniper rifle and just start picking them off one by one. Now in this recording there are, I think, no enemies behind me, but always make sure, because on some occasions, it happened to me a few times, there is a few enemies in the background that get spooked and they will shoot you in the back, so we don't want that to happen. Other than that, it's straightforward. Just pick off one by one, drag the drone over here like I'm doing now. Just basically just try and take everybody away from the group and start picking them off one by one, including this drone here. Just drag him in a little bit and you can start taking him down. Now, a good advice I'm gonna give you guys is when the loot from the enemy drops, like in the sniper tower or on this drone or close by, go grab it, because shit can go wrong really fast, and if you die you will lose that loot. Now, don't play the hero, because I've tried it multiple times. When I see something gold dropping on the floor, I still try to grab it even though there's a bunch of enemies, and then the shotgunner comes out of nowhere and whacks you and you're lost your loot. So play it safe, guys. Just locate everybody with your drone. Do a double scan if you have to, because there is no point in rushing this and see all the loot on the floor and then you miss one enemy. If he kills you, there is just going to be a waste of time and you lost everything that you've seen on the floor. So like I said, do a double scan, make sure you play it safe, go in closer, pick off a few enemies again. If they spot you, move back to the beach, and so on. So like I said, this location, it's a 250 plus one, so as long as you're not 250, everything that will drop is always going to be a higher level than you are. Now, the way you can actually keep doing this method is you leave one or two enemies alive, depending on what location you are or how you played. You don't have to do the playstyle I did, guys. You can do whatever you want, but for me this is what worked. I tried different methods and kept on dying. So for me, this was the method that worked best for me. Now, I don't recommend using an attack chopper and just nuke everything, because I noticed that when you do that, even with other bases, it seems like the enemies, they don't really want to drop that amount of loot or loot at all in general. So I don't recommend using a helicopter. Just shoot them and it will increase your chances of getting better stuff. So like I said, the way to repeat this process is basically you just leave one enemy alive, and once you've picked up all the stuff that they dropped or that you want, there's a bunch of ammo in here, so you can do some restocks, you can get some rocket launcher bags and all that stuff. So basically, once you've done all of that, you go to that one enemy and you basically let him kill you. Once he kills you, the enemies will respawn and you can just repeat the process. And that's why I didn't really wanted to show you the second method of doing the side mission of it, because there is just way too many things attached to that side mission to keep replaying it. Like, this method is way more efficient, and like I said, if you're playing with a 4-man squad, this is going to be really fast, guys. You just take out all the enemies, pick up the loot, leave one guy alive, let him kill you, and the camp will just reset. Enemies will be back and you can just farm the NPCs again. So that's it, guys. This is how I actually try to get my level up a bit higher, because I was sort of stuck at about 240 and I couldn't find a 241 item. So me and my buddy, we did this side mission a long time ago, and at that point I saw that the enemies were dropping me level 250, 240 or 237. It was about 2 or 3 levels higher than I was. So I thought maybe if we replay this mission, it will keep scaling off of my level. So then I discovered that you can basically just do this camp, and if you die at the end of the camp will reset and all the enemies are back, which you can just repeat the process. So I'm gonna let this video play out, guys, for you. Enjoy the gameplay. I'll be back at the end of the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you want to see some more Breakpoint content, you want to see some gameplay, or you want to know what weapons I use or stuff like that, just leave a comment down below, guys. And yeah, we'll get some more Breakpoint content out as well. So enjoy the gameplay, and I will see you at the end of the video. So as you can see guys, we've taken out all the enemies. There's like a few left, like 2 enemies or 3 enemies left. And you pick up basically all the loot you found so far, and eventually you'll let these 2 guys kill you and the camp reset. So I know there's multiple camps out there with a 250 level, but for me personally this one feels the fastest to actually get it done, because the enemies are closer together. It's not a really big camp, and it gives you a really good advantage point on the beach with the sniper rifle. So for me personally, this one worked best. Now if you find another camp that's 250 that you feel more comfortable with and you think it's going to be faster, you can do that one as well. Just make sure you leave 1 or 2 enemies alive, let them kill you, and that camp will reset as well. Also, the fact that I like this one, it is really close to a bivouac thing, so you can just restock, craft some new weapons depending on what you need, what you want, and you can just go in there again. So it's really nice, close together, a good respawn point. And yeah, so as you can see, there's the last guy. I'm gonna let him kill me, and now basically all the enemies will respawn and you can just repeat the process. Simple as that. So like I said guys, if you're running with a 4-man squad, this thing is going to be really fast and you can go over this a few times in a few minutes. I think with 2 or 3 people it might take you about 10 minutes, depending on how many people you are, how good you are as well, because like I said, you don't have to play like I just did. For me, this is the way that it works best when I played solo. That's a good thing about this one, it never actually spawns you miles away. It actually puts you pretty close to the enemy base again, and so you don't really have to run that far. As you can see, really close to the camp. But yeah, I wanted to say something else as well about this whole breakpoint thing. So I was thinking of making a video about all the cars in the game, like the ICA incursion cars and all that stuff, see what they can handle. So let me know in the comments below guys what you want to see, what you want to think of that video. Do you want to see those cars? Do you want to see what they can handle? I did make a video about all the helicopters in the game. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out before you spend your money on it. And I was thinking of doing the same thing with some cars, so let me know if you want to see those videos in the comment below. So yeah, that's it for me guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this will help you out a lot. I think it will. It helped me out massively because I was, like I said, I was stuck at a certain level. So if you enjoyed this video guys, definitely leave it a like, help my video out, help me out. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe for some more Breakpoint content. Have a good day guys, and I will see you in the next video.